Jeremy Lin along with James Harden. And at center, the most dominant physical presence in the NBA, the elite defensive big man, Dwight Howard. Then there's Chandler Parsons. And it's Ashik in at the 4. And looking at the Grizzlies, Conley and Allen are the guards. And at the center position, an impressive combination of size and skill. The 7'1" Spaniard, Marc Gasol. There's Tayshaun Prince. And it's Randolph in at the 4 slot. On defense, the Rockets. Conley kicks to Allen. Back to Conley. Just 5 on the clock. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2.
Mike Conley, boy, second in the NBA last season in steals per game. Quick feet and quick hands, and a smart defender as well. Make him a pesky guy to deal with at that end of the floor.
That's good from Conley. And for Conley offensively, he doesn't try, Steve, I think, to do too much.
No, in some ways he reminds you of like a possession quarterback.
Ah, nice comparison.
He's going to be steady, do the little things, and let the game come to him, but very capable of making a big play when necessary.
Houston found their way back into the playoffs last season, but really it wasn't because they were a tough team on the road. They only had 16 wins away from Houston last season.
Now, here is Harden. And Parsons kicks to Lin. Some solid defense from Randolph. And Clark, as you were talking about, the Rockets weren't nearly as troublesome to teams last year when they found themselves in the away locker room. Mostly, Steve, it came down to their offense not having quite as much punch.
Well, most teams don't score as much on the road as they do at home, but for the Rockets, 5 points differential between home and away. It's pretty dramatic, and I think that was one of the reasons why we saw them struggle when they left Houston and tried to get a win.
Count the bucket. Harden's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And he came off that screen. The defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
Now here's Allen. Back to Conley. Kicks to Gasol. Some nice passing there by Memphis. That is good.
Seems to me that anytime the game is on the line, he's perfectly willing to be the hero, or the GOAT for that matter. And that's what it takes to be clutch in big situations. You can't be afraid to fail.
And I also think he might have played a little football, Steve, because he's excellent at intercepting passes. I mean, that seems to be his calling card defensively.
Here is Harden. Michael Conley making his last shot. A nice shot by Lin.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Conley kicks to Allen. 27 seconds left in the first quarter. Back to Conley. Howard with the block. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Houston making a switch. 17 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Conley against Lin. From deep, Harden. Another miss by Houston. Here's Pondexter. No up. And that does it for the first quarter. The Rockets on top, up by 4. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up.
Strange to see that a team that appeared to be in such strong position changed up so much last year. And the Grizzlies did that. They traded away Rudy Gay, and they also changed their offensive scheme to more of a pick-and-roll approach.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Guys, dominant centers often take a pounding with intentional fouls. Dwight Howard admits that for a long time, he get frustrated when he didn't get the calls from the officials. And from 2010 to 2011, he led the league in technical fouls. The last 2 seasons, he's dialed it down, but he did draw criticism for getting kicked out of a game in the playoffs. He said, "When I allow those petty things to get to me, it affects my teammates and we lose games. I've got to do a better job of keeping my composure, to affect the game and not let the game affect me." Guys, he's made strides, but he's got to continue to put that perspective into action.
Well, Dora, it's interesting how that mental discipline and training can help sometimes as much as the physical side. Thank you. Now, here is Harden, following the miss by Michael Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Fades back. And they'll get another chance. Kicks it out to Harden. They get the rebound. Smith. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Full 24-second shot clock. 1:43 left in the first half of basketball. Moniunas kicks to Harden. He feeds it to Moniunas for the 3. Gets it to go.
Well, James Harden, clearly one of the most potent offensive threats in the game. Can do it all. Pass, shoot with range, get to the rim. He led the league in free throw attempts last season with over 10 a game.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And Clark, you mentioned Harden. Great at drawing fouls. He stays low. He holds the ball low. And when he brings it up, if the defender reaches, he just guides his arms up under theirs to draw the contact. It's a very clever move.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of players over the years do it. Kevin Durant has done it. Tim Duncan before that. Going way back, Sam Perkins used to make that move. It's really a tricky play, and it's tough to guard. But when you perfect it offensively, it's really a weapon.
And here is Conley following Moniunas' three. Pondexter gets to Conley. Clock at 6. The feed to Bayless. The 19-foot shot, and that is good. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Rockets leading by 7. Harden outside. Outside, Garcia. Feeds to Beverly. Pass to Harden. He dishes it to Beverly. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. A nice shot by Pondexter.
They started the game off tortoise-like, but their offense coming to life.
Tortoise-like. Wow, Clark. Yeah, they're putting it together, but still trailing. Their offense is finally getting some traction.
Harden's shot is good.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
Conley dishes to Prince. Back to Conley. Fires for 3. And that does it for the first half of play. Rockets lead by 7. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be
now presented by Sprint.
Thanks for joining us at halftime. We've got a terrific game going on at FedExForum. The Houston Rockets in front against Memphis. A nice job of sharing the rock, making plays for one another offensively. James Harden making his presence felt early.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
the second half just about to get going here.
You know, the Rockets did a lot to make over their backcourt last season as they brought in two big names in Jeremy Lin and James Harden, and that's not always an easy adjustment. It took a little time for both of those guys to figure out how to coexist in the pick-and-roll offense.
Randolph passes to Conley. He kicks to Allen. Fires a three. Rebounded by Parsons. And Clark, as you said, it took some time for this Houston backcourt to learn how to play with each other, but that is the case for any duo. Eventually, Steve, they found a happier medium, and that initiated some great offense between them.
Well, they were much more effective down the stretch last season, Kevin, and I thought it really showed in the way Lynn and Harden kind of played off of each other. So, you know, a lot of teams, they seem to want to have that second option for bringing the ball up or for attacking, and it is very effective to have a couple of guys who can each attack and create.
Lets it go with a three. And another three for Houston.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far.
Boy, guys, it was a tremendous all-star season for James Harden a year ago. And LeBron James declared Harden a superstar. No small praise from probably the best player in the world right now. And I think people are coming around to accepting that Harden really is a superstar player.
4 on the clock. Here's Gasol. And gets the rebound.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Hey, guys, well, Grizzlies head coach Dave Yeager is all in on advanced stats, and that was a big reason that he became their head coach, fitting in with a new initiative from ownership in the front office. He knows his marching orders. A team that is among the lowest in three-point field goals will, in his words, look to open the floor, spread the floor, and give their bigs more room to work inside. He said, quote, other teams aren't going to have 9 dudes in the paint when Zach's trying to back down. But guys, they're still going to play inside out. He said, quote, I like three-pointers, but I love layups and free throws.
Well, Doris, it makes sense. They're tough to handle down there, and it opens up things for everyone else. 56 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Passes to Allen. Back to Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 19-foot shot connects. The jumper drops. Conley's got 6 points. And for Harden, signing a 5-year, $80 million extension with the Rockets last season, the Thunder felt they just couldn't afford to pay him that much with the luxury tax penalties looming ahead.
Well, they already had max players in Westbrook and Durant, so they didn't feel going forward that they could have 3 max guys. So Harden moves on to Houston. Turned out to be an excellent move for the Rockets. He played awfully well last year.
Conley kicks to Randall. Back to Conley. No good from outside. And here comes Harden. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Parsons. This is his first chance at the line tonight. That free throw missing. And the Grizzlies making a change here. And he's good on the second. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. From deep. No good on the buzzer beater. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
How about the 3-point shooting we're seeing so far, guys? Amazing.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
Howard kicks to Lynn. Lynn gets a screen from Ashik. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Shot clock at 6. Howard dishes to Ashik. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Ashik's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Rockets. Conley against Land. Back to Gasol. Deflected. Howard with the steal. Then the pass to Harden. And Zach Randolph gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. So it's the Rockets now. Houston moving the ball around. And good on the basket. Book it.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, try to force this team into some bad shots.
Now Conley. Floats one up. And the shot is good.
Boy, Gasol with a punishing pick that time.
1:49 left in the game. Rockets leading by 16. Harden kicks to Lynn. Back to Harden. Dishes it to Lynn. Shot clock at 5. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
Double by Howard. And stolen by Parsons. Kicks it out to Harden. Pass to Lynn. There's the dish to Howard. Harden outside. The pass to Parsons. 6 to shoot. Here's Lynn. Can't hit. Good work defensively by Conley. And for Memphis, they're shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. Allen dishes to Conley. Kicks to Pondexter. Fires the 3. And the Grizzlies get it back. Second chance shot. And he's been counted. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
You know, he's really adept at keeping possessions alive by hitting the boards and cashing in on some of those putbacks.
And he gives them a terrific option in the low post every time down the court. Even with multiple defenders around him, he knows how to create a shot for himself.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Ed Davis is checked in for Gasol. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Mike Conley. And Beverly kicks to Caspi. He feeds it to Beverly. He dishes it to Moniunas. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way their home team played here today.
And they shouldn't be pleased. I mean, it's a very well-deserved win, Steve. They came into this building and weren't intimidated at all. They were the aggressors.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling.
Everybody get up.